Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Antonio. Welcome back to Manifesting Your Desires. Today, we're going to talk about your therapeutic release or your therapeutic outlet, or, just transmuting your energies. Because I know we live in a time now where I think like mental health is prominent, it's on the rise. And when I say it's on the rise, I think, at least in America, I actually researched on Google, and America is probably pretty high, it's pretty high in depression. So I think we all get caught up in this day-to-day matrix simulation rat race, just moving, because life is just a constant flow. But I think we get so caught up that we forget that we are part of this whole process, and we get so foggy-minded. So I know for me on this subconscious rewiring journey, I had already discovered certain outlets that work for me. Of course, one of them is painting, but I haven't really painted like that. The last couple of days I have, and I realized that was it's like a relief and a release to me. And I say that because it's like when I paint, everything else kind of like flows together in life. Everything kind of just connects. But I noticed when I would go on the pier without painting, life would just get chaotic and it would just be all over the place. But this morning I woke up, I painted. And, I put my art up on a little website, whatever. I'm not really here to promote my art through this channel because I got a whole nother channel that I work on with art. But I noticed that I'm at peace, and it's a real healing for me that comes through art. And it's a real release and therapeutic healing that comes through making these videos that's, encouraging people to, reprogram their subconscious, that's encouraging people to, live the life that they desire. These two particular outlets for me are my therapy. Because being real, everybody may not be able to go talk to an actual therapist, and for whatever the situations may be. But you can still accept yourself and just focus on ways you can release, your energy through a healing mechanism. Because you can release energy, or you can release it and it can still be harmful in a sense. So it's all about your actions in which you're releasing your energy. Like, is it really therapeutically helping you, healing you? You got to really ask yourself these questions. And for me, like I say, making these content, because even before I made these videos on YouTube, I've always been into quote unquote, I guess, self-improvement or rewiring the subconscious. I thought it was just cool that we have this programming that controls our life. At least 98% of our life is being controlled by programming. And if I can tap into that and interrupt that system and implement my own programming, then I always thought that was pretty dope, pretty mystical. And my art, it always came to me naturally. So here I am, encouraging you guys to at least find some way to release that pent up stress, that pent up aggression. I mean, you might fall in love with exercising. I don't know. You might. It depends. I don't know what you'll fall in love with, man. But you got to go within. And if you can go to a therapist, by all means go. But I just know, like, just looking around day-to-day basis, paying attention to people's lives, realistically, everybody not gonna have that time to go. So I encourage everyone to, release it. Don't let it stay pent up, because if it's pent up, all that aggression, stress is gonna start affecting your organs, and then it's gonna start externally affecting your environment, your physical body will get damaged or full of disease just off of built up stress and built up trauma. And you have to really, really, really daily detox. And this life, I don't think it's about us being perfect or holier than thou or this saintly being. It's about, to me, just accepting, being love, and just one step at a time, man. That's what we gotta embody. But for the most part, you have to find something that you love, or some type of hobby to release, and preferably something that's therapeutic to you. It could be cooking, it could be sewing. You'd be surprised what you like that you probably don't want to tell people. And you don't have to tell people, because I know all of us, sometimes we might feel like, hey man, other people may laugh at us, and you might like some of the weirdest things, but it's not weird because that's what you like. So embrace you and do what makes you feel better. And especially if it does not bring any harm to you or no one else, then by all means do that. Like, go back to your childhood. What's one thing you used to love to do as a child, or what's one thing you wanted to do as a child? Like, just implement that now in the smallest of ways. And once you consistently just work on you, your life will start to simplify. You'll start to be able to put pieces to the puzzle together, and your life will make sense. But this video was mainly just directed towards finding something within you to help you heal therapeutically. Like I say, you may not be able to go to a therapist. So just find something to get it out of you, Go on a walk, do something that will release the stress, drop the burden, but make sure it's not detrimental to your health, because then you will be walking backwards. And we want to consistently move forward, but just like my last video, you might still take a step backward, but don't get caught up in it. Don't get caught up in if you fail. As long as your life is on an up and up trend, like I said in the last video, then I think you should be good. But definitely find a way to release. Don't keep everything pent up in you. Find a therapeutic, healthy way to relieve and release your stress. And I'm telling you, that's a good start to reprogramming your subconscious. Peace out.